Ah, today we're back with way too alternate true bias. And to be honest, let me get this wrong one. But we'll talk about it. We shall talk about episode 7. And to be honest, we shall talk about its ranking. Let's talk about the show. Alright. First of all, it starts off with another speech from the president. And this guy is now going ahead on his summer vacation. Like Phineas and Bird. And then we get into World 3 after a while. And we know who's going to lose for sure. If not, then Stigler. As, yeah, I won't tell in the detail about this war, but we're going to see, yeah, that Russia is at first managed to be Kazakhstan, and it could be better. And this war is also benefiting from the U.S. and other Western nations. So yeah. But then China started to invade Siberia, and things started going black. So yeah, their problem get destroyed thanks to Venezuela helping out. And then at first they won in Central Asia thanks to the help of the Pacific Alliance. But then things go offline as they just trying to get Kyrgyzstan, like how Germany tried to get Moscow, but it did not. In fact, China almost captured Bangkok, but it did not. Anyways. Just a minute, y'all. Just a minute. Alright. Now back to where we go. Alright. Anyways, the attempt to land on Taiwan has started. And to surprise me, I thought Taiwan wasn't part of China. But nope. Taiwan is a state of China. So yeah, that did surprise me a little bit. And I was like, why is Taiwan a part of China? Yeah. And there's also, the trees also going to be very weird on that one. It got me saying, well, it's not as bad as like Thomas from Maze Runner's X in the Maze, but we'll talk about it later.
I do see some Taiwanese militants pop up. Specifically, along
Ah,
those coastal areas. The Chinese, however, are quick to eradicate the ones over here in the central region, as well as the ones down
anyways,
south, but the one in the north has some serious firepower behind it.
ah, back to where we were. Anyways, Japan managed to thwart a rebellion, but China just suppressed each one of them, except for them,
As the
which ends up being a naval landing. But in the cost of Kim Jong Un just landing, well, not landing, but putting their waters near Japan. But sadly, tsunamis just destroyed their ships, so yeah. Also, Thailand managed to get to invade Cambodia, and that's a start. But what is sadly going to happen? It the European nationalists declare war on Russia, starting Russia's downfall and causing their version of Fallen Kingdom to start. So yeah, with that, Southeast Asia starts falling into, well, half of it is going to fall into Vietnam hands, and then Russia is starting to get destroyed, which we'll talk about depends on like you dislike. But I'm glad that this is happening to Russia. But also, Carthage, well, not Carthage, but Tunisia is now starting to win. It gained back its Carthaginian, but for how? Anyways, China's still winning her huge, and Vietnam managed to get some territory, but not before Ukraine comes back up with Georgia rebellions had started, and also Carthage and Tunisia got destroyed again. With that, Saudi Arabia leaves, Georgia just capitulates, and Kazakhstan just banned. and that's the Kazakhstan is just starting to pay Russia with Ukraine just fall back to the region, the Kiev region. And then Finland joins the war with it. With that, the other part, Kiev is starting to get invaded, and Estonia rebels, managing to start making surrender.
The penetration.
So yeah, after a long while, Russia threatens nuclear annihilation of all these countries. And this is the post-world after Russia's this got destroyed. So yeah, Carthage is now Italian. Italy just got two lands back, which is the goal that I wanted to happen. Hungary got this region of Ukraine. Poland got to land. Estonia's back. Belarus is back. Georgia's back. Ukraine's big, and except for this region from the Ukrainian War. See, although just give me a minute real quick. Ah, ah. Anyway, let's get back to Adizzpro. Anyways, we got so yeah, it became a Chinese victory for World War III. So yeah, and we got one of the worst war of them all.
You can see they're going to be moving all the way up.
Yeah, but China wanted China. I know. It's just. Let me get me a clip. Let me. I got one question for you. I got one question for you. I got one question for you.
Shit! What are you doing?
It, it is.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah, I think I'd rather have coffee. Just it's worse than it. The boards are worse than it. How and you know what? Italy, I'm sorry about coffee. That board just disgusting. Vietnam, how would they even ask half again? If it was like the tough, like last time, then get maybe a little bit. But annexing
Check
my
this.
animal. It is what are you doing? Anyways, other than the Chinese border gore, this was a pretty good episode. It ends with them gaining an ally, getting this over, gaining an ally. So yeah, Chinese lost. China lost them 2-0 in exchange for getting better right here in Central Asia, Pakistan. But I'll give you one. What will be next for China? Will we have another war, new war coming soon? What will happen next? We know we need there to watch it. So yeah, overall, China won. And then we got post credit scene of Venezuela. You can read it here, but I'm not feeling it. A little busy right. Anyways, what do I think of this World War Foods? Now, it did do a few good things, it did do one bad.
Once again,
First of all, the best one of them all was ill. They fixed its border. I was like, as long as they bring this region as part of Carthage, then I'll. And they did do it. Tunisia is now here, but also the south of Italy is now. So yeah, but also Venice as well. Yeah. Another thing I'm also very happy. It's it's of course Russia. But but I was like, did Russia really deserve that fall so far? Yeah, yeah. Russia is kind of still in a way. You know they're probably weakened as much a lot. And also, China was the but what pulling it back from the 10 is the border. Yeah, China looks disgusting. I'm not joking. It's just Why mine? Just give mine one go. You, but hey, at least they got access to the scene. At least it's like Vietnam. I'm not. Vietnam's another story every day. But other than that, episode 7. Do I think it's better stunned? Yeah. Episode 4, yes. 2, yes. See, I think it's above episode 2. Not good as good. We'll do this. We'll do this. Episode 8, right here. It's good so far, but non-corrupt. Shines for Chinese corridor just was not. It was not. So yeah, that's all. But overall, I think I do not want to. But now next up is something I'm going to do for now. And that is we're going to give you a sneak peek of my material. This is due to a few things. And since it's taken very long, I will just give you a sneak peek.
A way to alternate future of the world, starting between 2028 to 2039. Starting in the US, an election has begun between two parties, which includes the Trump Party and the US President Donald J. Trump as one of the candidates, and then the Democratic Party. We got Alexandria Courts. But like the troll said, as a result, a mass attack happened, which took out all the candidates, senators, and all other people in charge during the results. And this caused a massive, chaotic civil war. On one side, we got the Republicans getting supplied by both Russia, the UK, and also India. On the other side, we got the Democrats getting supplied both by Canada, China, and also the EU. While all the countries were trying to supply the US in this conflict, Russia announces any country trying to support the Democrats will be invaded, and which one thing led to another. Many countries start supplying the Democrats, like Europe, China, and the others that I said. And Russia repeated the exact rhythm from World War One, beat to beat, starting World War III. And the only question is, who will win?
That's all I will show you. And then we'll do, here's the latest one. So yeah. And you can check out the behind the scenes of this right here's name. And that's all. Hope y'all like the show. See you next time. As much as I'm good for it, I would like to do something, but so far I have not. So yeah, I could down my series again, but I just not feeling. I would want to do it again, just when chapter 1 is here, then I'll join. So yeah, we got. But other than that, I would like to go back to Cave School. But Garden Warfare Sun is too complete. I'll just do Cave School, and then we'll be. So yeah. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed the stream today. It might have been short, but tomorrow I think Garden Warfare Sun. Now have a good night to y'all, and stay safe.